Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. It's Tracy, and if you have a look you can see that it's a lovely sunny day today, and I'm not sure if I can get these controls working. I don't think I can for some reason. I've got a feeling that it's because I can't zoom because I haven't properly signed into my I haven't signed into it, the software, that's what I'm looking for. So some of these work, like this one. So this is Gary's wall I wanted to show you, and I've planted some flowers in there. So there's still got this little dirt bit here which we're going to concrete, and a little bit further along is where the bins are. They're ugly, so I won't show you those, but I've planted in here, there's fuchsias, and then you can see that one's kind of like a daisy. I don't know what it's actually called. I could be I'm lazy and show you. It's a Coreopsis Big Bang Redshift. There we go, pretty, and it seems to be doing quite well. There we go, there it is. And then another fuchsia, and then this one, which here we go, bend down again. This is a Biden's Hot and Spicy. Be nice for Joe Biden, wouldn't it? It's got a plant kind of named after him if he was hot and spicy. Anyway, and then another fuchsia, and then this little one, which goodness gracious is Aquilegia Spring Magic Blue. I don't know what the first word is, but forget that one. And then another fuchsia. These are all hardy. And then another one of those daisy-like ones, and then another fuchsia. So then we've got this part of the wall, and this is the bit that I wanted to do next. So where those bricks are, I'm going to get Gary to go all the way to the fence and put earth in there so I can put some flowers there. Then the bit behind has got this kind of thing on there, that box, which is where all our letters used to get put. And there's weeds down there, so I've got to get the weed killer out. But I was going to, because that's actually a metal box, I was going to get it all cleaned up and then paint it. But we do have a door with a what's the word I'm looking for? A letterbox in it now, so they should really be using that. So I'm just going to pause it for a second and go to the rear of the garden. Okay, so here we are. Now I've got hang on, unlock it. I've got to paint in here, so it's not been done for a very long time. So as you kind of walk out, we've got this disgusting eyesore caravan, which we're going to transform this year if we can. So that, remember what it looks like now, fallen down hunk of junk, and it's going to be transformed into a thing of beauty. But over, no, not that side, this side. This is one of Gary's first ever walls. Hang on, my gimbal is not being I think my fingers are in the wrong place. There we go. So he did this one many moons ago, so you can barely see that it is actually a stone wall. But I'm going to paint the cat, and we've got some flowers in there which have not come to anything yet, and that's a baby of our big yucca. Got some chrysanthemums going in, still got some daffodils but not many now. Lots of, I've got to go down to go up, so yeah, that's it. Got some primulas. For some reason this is really ultra sensitive, this gimbal, so do bear with me. Wrong way. So I've got some snowdrops, they're really pretty, and lots and lots of bedding gone in. That is a primula, needs what's the word I'm looking for? Needs breaking up. Now these are really lovely. We had a good few of these come out, and they're just sort of droopy, but they're really pretty. Some of them are coming to an end now. So here's the decking. Oh, before we get there, I've got my plant pot, which has a fuchsia in from last year. That's my hand wobbling. I've changed hands. So it's got one in from last year, which is doing quite well. And then over the other side, wrong way. Oh man, you can tell I don't use this thing very often. This is a new one. It's an out and about one. So I'm trialling my new microphone, so I'm hoping it doesn't sound like a gale and it's actually working. So this is another one. This is an old stone kind of. Gary refers to this as the rockery because he made it with rocks, but it's not, strictly speaking, a rockery because rockeries are just a pile of rocks. But over there is my new hose pipe. Look at that. Wow. And over here we've got quite a lot. That's the yucca that the baby cuttings came from. But these are really established now, some of these plants. And I've got some new ones as well. Over the back we've still got some tulips there. But yeah, I've got primroses or primulas and loads of bulbs that need to sort of come out. That big thing is a fuchsia. We have to watch that because it gets a bit on the big side. Yeah, so then got some more chrysanthemums over the back there as well. But lots of fuchsias as well over the back area and in the middle. So hopefully, and I'm not panning, it's doing it on its own. Weird thing, weird contraption. So I'll show you Gary's wall that he's doing now and how he's making them. So this one at the back here, the very back of the garden, was 2 bricks high. And if I get this in the right place, you'll see. So there it is. You can see the dark bit was where it was 2 bricks high. So he's added a whole brick to it all the way along. And this part has still got some of the old bricks dressing it. But because it's now like another brick height, the actual flower border you have to kind of go down to. So we're going to be building that up. We've got lots of our ornaments and stuff that need painting here. This is my new watering can plant pot, which is kind of pretty, and I've put a geranium in it. Going to get another one for the other tree stump. That's my squirrel, and sorry Granny D, Harley threw it off the decking and broke his tail off, so I'm going to try and fix him. These are my couple of tubs, and I thought that when the kids were over doing their Easter egg hunt that they'd kind of killed them, but they're perked up, which is good. I'm glad about that because they did look as if they were a bit sorry. We've got umpteen weeds along here, but there's hardly any point to doing them. I was going to raise it, but this big lump here is what I was trying to say the other day about how our neighbour, when he did his fence, he just did these ugly lumps of concrete and just left it like it. Had it been my garden, I would have said to him, no, you're not leaving it like that. You need to make a square around it and then do it properly. But so far, Gary's treated the whole of the fence, but he needs to do the end of the garden, so he's still got this bit to do. Now further up this bit are strawberries and raspberries. That's what that all is, strawberries and raspberries. And then we come to the end of the garden where we've got this big fuchsia. It does look quite pretty when it comes out, but it's one of those kind of weedy looking bush fuchsias. Now he's put the top on his wall. What he does, he buys these they're stepping stones really from a shop near us that sell all these garden ornaments. It's called Whelan's, and he buys them and he breaks them all up with a hammer, and then he'll attach them to the wall with cement, and then he cements the outside, so it looks like a country stone wall. Then we've got this area, and this is when we come to the very back, once we get, it's going to break some of this concrete up from the blobby bits, and that's going to be filled with earth along there and put some plants in. And then this area will be decking, a little bit of decking, and we'll have seats here and maybe do our barbecue here at the end, because this end of the garden gets sunny in the evening, as well as, I mean, the decking does because it's higher, but we'll have some seats and stuff here. And then this half I'm going to leave kind of plain for a while because I might end up with a big shed, like a big work shed for me. Then these garden furniture things here, they need really do need these ones. They need treatment and working on. This is Gary's brother's shed. Looks a bit rusty, but he said I can paint it if I want. And then we get to the other side of the ugly caravan. So when we come to do that, we're going to close this gap that's between and completely renew this. There's lots of stuff in there. That storage box right there, most of those are Paul's, needs to go back to his. And in there you'll see the 2 cat beds that Fluffy has never gone anywhere near. But this is a nice Arthur garden. Once that caravan's done, it'll be, well, we've had several things that we want to do with it. You know, we kind of, every now and then we think, oh no, maybe we'll make it into a gym. Maybe we'll do this with it. Maybe we'll do that with it. So these plants yesterday, my boy's dad, my ex, gave me, and I've got to put them in. Whoops, go the wrong way. So we've got some little viola pansies, and these are primroses which have finished this year really, although they've got a little few buds on, but they're kind of done. I'll split them up, put them somewhere, but these can go in. They're little violas. These are I bought these the other day, and they are kind of just imitation Wellington boots painted green, and they're a flower pot. I like my quirky flower pots. I have another cat which is there. That one's a kind of a stalking cat. I'm going to paint that one as well. I used to paint all my ornaments, but I've been a bit slack lately, not doing it. So this is the decking. Go up. It is steep, but it's not too bad. And I've had put the garden furniture out. I've got a glass top for that table, but I've not done it. And there's my egg chair, which is where I like to sit quite a lot of the time. And there's no cobwebs on it, so we're fine. And yeah, so this is where I sit. I'd come out here and I just rock, and then I've got my sea view. You can't see it so well on the camera, but it obviously looks a lot closer in reality. Obviously I've got a rooftop to look at, but yeah, so that's the sound of my spring, my chain I mean. And so yes, this is the decking, quite nice. That's next door. They put some trellis there, which obviously they wanted sea view, so they raised their garden quite a lot, which is why we have those big concrete posts between us. And then they put those, well, Ray did when he was alive, he put a solid fence most of that all the way along, and then when it got to that point he put this trellis, which we're not really keen on, so we might change that and board it back up again now he's gone. Don't really want people looking in at us, so that's it. That's the front of the house where the trees are opposite. Our satellite dish, how exciting. Now the trees we got rid of, one of them is starting to pop back up again. You can just about, I don't know if you can actually, because the one behind it, but there's about here, where are we, about there, that's going to focus on my finger, there's a few little bits sticking up which need getting off before they become too strong to get rid of. But yeah, I sit out here. When I had my operation, this was where I just sat and kind of got over it. It's quite peaceful, and all you can hear are birds. Well, sometimes all you can hear are wood pigeons, and they do annoy me a little bit. So put my feet up and enjoy the sunshine. So hope you enjoyed my little tour. There's not much else to show you really, but I do like sitting out here. Sometimes a bit of a gust of wind. It's only a breeze, but if my mic's not working it will sound like a force 9 gale. But this is the first time I've used this microphone, so it'll be a good little test to see if it actually does work. I was a bit concerned when I got it out the box that they didn't give me the right connectors, but there is one in there. So the actual lead is a mile long. That's the only drawback to it I can see, but all the others crackle, and I don't know why. But this one did come up, do I want to use the microphone? So I clicked yes. So hopefully it's gonna work. So you are my guinea pigs. This is a test, and we'll see if it works really well. Then I can do some out and abouts again. But unfortunately, without a microphone, the wind noise, because we live on an island, the wind noise is always loud, even though it's just a gentle breeze. Doesn't sound like one. Anyway, thank you for watching. Stay safe everyone, take care, and fingers crossed for the mic, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.